Kia ora and welcome to Crafter Artosaurus. My name's Paula and today is Monday, and I filmed this on Monday to release on Tuesday, and this is my skirt time that I have with you. So I've actually been busy prepping this morning. I put all my birds on so they're all nicely done. Now there's birds galore everywhere. I've maybe gone a little bit overboard, but I figured, well, it's mine, why not? I'm actually going to work on the flowers and everything with you today. I've got out my vintage fabric that I got here in New Zealand from Sheets and everything. It's all flowery, and I thought I want that flowery look. So I did cut something the other day, but it didn't look right. The material was too thin, and so I need a thicker material. I'm just going through it over here. I'm looking for something that's a little bit yellow, because this flower is yellow. So there's something a bit yellow, and here's another piece that's yellow. Oh, and that's lovely. Oh, that's lovely and sunny and yellow. Oh, I really like that. Let's have a look here. Oh, it's also got that green, so that could be really sweet if I could get that on. Somehow, I kind of like, that's the bit there I like the most. So let's have a look here. I just need to cut it across here. Just check it's all even. I'm marking it with my finger. I'm now actually looking for my scissors. And I'm sorry, I've left everything down the other end. I'm going to have to press pause. I'll be back. I have my scissors, so now I'm a bit happier. Because I cut all the bird material up and that sort of thing, so I needed to be down the other end with the scissors to do that. I was close to my iron, and I just figured that was the easiest thing to do at the time. You know, as you do things, you kind of work it all out and that sort of thing. So just round it. The edge a little bit, not too much. Oh, that will look lovely. Okay, now all I need to do, says I with hope in my little heart, I'll just put that in my ort container so I don't lose it, is just do little cuts so I can fold it under. The builders are back today. They're very busy. They're now cleaning. All the guttering has been made secure, and it's all the same height and all that sort of guff. You know, this is for New Zealand, this is an old house. For the rest of the world, it's like a blink in the eye. I know English places, you're really super old over there, but here in New Zealand, it's yeah, I've got a big villa. It's one of the first places to be put up here in Greymouth, so it's 120 years old, around about there. So it's a really old villa, beautifully done. I do love it, and I know we are very lucky to be living where we live. The only thing being, of course, it's a 100-year-old house, so ergo it's drafty and that sort of thing. So we've done lots of things to make it a lot warmer. New Zealand, the climate has always been a little bit fickle, I'm going to say, a little bit fickle. And on the west coast here in New Zealand, it's hot and cold and all sorts of things. And I don't know, I've seen all these home improvement shows overseas, and you all get to use some fabulous products over there. We just don't have here. So I'm also very jealous of what you can, and you know, we've only just managed to get is it treble glazing, or they call it eco glaze windows here, but we only have one building importer in New Zealand, and I think that's half our problem, to tell you the truth. We need more than one building company that can import into New Zealand, and they've got things over there in Australia, you know, and that's just across the ditch. Really, it's right across the ditch. They've got things over there that we don't get here, and yeah, it's the good products, but because we have only this one importer of things, we only get their products, and because there's no competition, the building stuff is quite expensive. Ergo, building a house in New Zealand is incredibly expensive. A guy did all of his own building the other day on a house. He was on the TV, and he'd done this and he'd done that, and he'd done the bricklaying and all of this. The house was still over $1 million to build, and he'd done most of the work himself. What did the builders do? You know, it's the building material, it really is, which is awful of me. I should stop now and let's talk about sewing stuff. Go, Paula, we're here to sew. Let's talk about sewing stuff. You don't need to hear me gripe about the building industry. So yeah, so the builder's in, and he's giving everything a wash now, so it all looks brand new, you know, instead of 100 years old. No, most of it's been changed. It's looking really good. That's the main one there. It's not quite right, is it? I can see that. I've done something wrong here. I do love that fabric on there, though. It's so bright, so happy. Yeah. I had some lovely comments on yesterday's video, and some very helpful ones, but unfortunately I'd already gone ahead, you know, and I was doing things, and so thank you for those people who commented and gave me ideas. I will definitely be using those in my next project. It just makes me think outside the box. So woohoo, think outside the box, people. Thank you so much. I need something green for the I was going to say, I need something green for the leaf. There's going to be nothing green for the leaf. And look, there's a leaf one. Oh, do I need it? Do I actually need? Or could I just... What have I done with all the other leaves? Sorry, so that's the machine starting up outside. So it's going to get very noisy here. Let me have a look at my other leaves. Oh, do you know what? I can't see any other leaves. Here we go. I've just done straight stitching on it. The stitching. So I don't actually need fabric on the leaves, which is kind of a, I guess that would clash anyway, wouldn't it? It would be a big clash-o. But I do love that leaf. Don't you just love that leaf? Oh, that's okay. I will save that bit of sheet for something else. Fantastic box, really. I really am enjoying these little bits and pieces that I'm picking up. I just need to use them and not keep them, which I'm inclined to do. So we've only got 2 flowers to do, so we've got this one here, and we don't have to worry about the leaves, so you know, leave that alone, Paula. So I am thinking blues and pinks, and part of me quite likes this, even though it's not all there. Does it matter it's not all there? I don't know. I'm going to put that there and just leave it there for a second and have a little think-see. Oh, there's this one too. Look at that. That's sweet. It's kind of the wrong colour, isn't it? But isn't that sweet? That's a sweet piece of material. I do love that. And we could, yeah, I know, yep, I'm going to go for it. I know it's slightly wrong, but the wrong shape, but I do love it, so I'm going to go for it. Hopefully I'm still on camera. So he's just washing the gutterings and bringing them all back to life is Wayne, the builder. Well, I hope you all enjoyed meeting Andy, my tutor, the other day. I know it was just a video with him talking and me over talking him. He is such a cool guy, he really is. So he travels to different places around the world, which I find fascinating, and he tells these wonderful fables and stories. Yeah, it's so, oh, that is sweet. It's so darn interesting. He told us one in class about a spider, and you know, I'm not a spider person at all. I will, you know, quite happily hold my hand up to let's kill all the spiders, but they obviously do something in the world. And he had this wonderful fable about it, and oh my goodness, it was such a cute story. I can't remember all of it, and also it's Andy's fable, his story. Yeah, so he's talking about maybe organising something where he's going to try and do a little book or something with some of his fables in it. Oh, that'll be so cool. That will be so cool. He is very, very talented. Yeah, I'm so super lucky. Really, I'm super lucky with where I live and all the wonderful talented people that are quite happy to share all of their teachings with us. So yep, I've gone straight to Christine's pins. I've ordered a set of these online. They're coming from Auckland up there. They got them in the I've forgotten the name of the store. When they arrive, I'll show you. So yep, I can get them here in New Zealand. There's only one store in New Zealand that sells them. So yep, but them's the break sometimes, isn't it, when you live in a small area. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself with the skirt. I actually thought I would do a little bit last night, but I was too into the hairs. I just went hair crazy last night, and I sat there quite happily. I'm nearly finished now, all of the cross stitch on the big circle thing, and I've got the smaller one on the side to do and all of that sort of thing. But all I can think about is adding lace to it. And so I'm just so happy to be getting in and getting that all finished. So yeah, it was just, I put on was it Stargate, the first one with Colonel Jack and all of them in it, and Teal'c, and I had that going in the background as my husband was in and out all night. He was a very busy man last night. Lots of things happening up at the hospital. So yep, and it wasn't a car crash or anything like that. It was just people being sick and needed attention. So that's fine, you know, that's what he's on call for, to give all those people the results they need so they can get better. So yeah, so he was in and out taking photos and getting the results out and that sort of thing. So yep. Oh, that is so sweet. And I was thinking, and that one there to go on there. Gosh, it is noisy, isn't it? Maybe I should stop. I could go and have a cup of tea, I guess, and come back in a little bit. I'm just going to keep on going. If it's too bad, I might just voice over what I'm doing and speed up what I'm doing. I don't know. Gosh. I still can't believe how far I've come along in the skirt. Yeah. Admittedly, it's taken me a while because I've deliberately left it at times because I knew I was filming it. But yep, I can see me wearing it shortly, so that's the very exciting part. I'm just pulling this down so I can see. Yep, getting rid of all these bits and pieces here. And I'm keeping all of my sheet material together, because I don't know, I'm just super happy with that buy. I'm thinking I will go and get some more. Could be a birthday treat for me. What I really want to do this year for my birthday, which I think my friend Annie is going to let me send a pack from the Arty Farty Annie sewing kitty thing that they've got overseas, which she does, and I'm going to pay postage to get it to New Zealand. I'm quite excited by that, to tell you the truth. I really like the thought of getting one of those around my birthday. It would be a real treat. So just one of those little packs where the, yeah, I'm thinking it'll be a sewing one, because I'm really into sewing at the moment. So a hand stitching one, an embroidery kind of one, I'm not quite sure what, but yeah, I'll fix that up as I go to sew it down. And we're coming over to the last one where we need to put fabric down. There we go. Now it's a bit quieter, isn't it? Oh. So I've already done this one over here. Oh, I love doing this. So yep, I did that the other day, and it just needs a bit of stitching in here. I was thinking maybe some French knots, to tell you the truth. So yep, I'm in a French knot mood today. I really am. So I have to be careful, because otherwise everything will have a French knot on it. I know that. I'm terrible with that sort of thing. I just, yep, French knot it. Bob, I'm not sure. Let's just French knot it. My husband chuckles to himself as I go through and I do things, and I usually say, oh, I'll just French knot it. I do love that. So a part of me wants to use, oh, and look, that's kind of the same. Let's have a look here. That's a bit bright. Too small. Ooh, no, that's got blue in it. Trying not to add, oh gosh, I love that one. And I also need to get in and finish my rice bag. That's a bit of a shocker. I normally, you know, before I start another project, I finish something, but I think I've got like 5 projects on the go at the moment, so more for me. And I think that's too delicate. Ooh, look at you. Oh, hey, you look like you're actually part of this. Oh no, that's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Too big for there. Oh, that's a gorgeous piece of material, but that's okay. I think I'll stick with those ones I've picked out there. I'm just going through, flicking through, having a look at everything, reacclimatizing myself with the beautiful colours that are in this pack. And that's kind of in the same vein. It could go over here. That would have to be like that, wouldn't it? I might just put that at the top there so I don't forget it. But I think the main one is going to be this flower here. I've got some little scissors. I think I'm going to use them. So I'm being a bit more careful because I've got the little scissors. Normally with the big scissors I just gun-ho, away I go. But I'd notice when I use little scissors I'm a bit more delicate, a bit more careful. There we go. Saving that on the side. So I think if I come in like this, it's a lovely day to be outside water blasting actually. So I don't know how all the gutters will look, but they already look 100% better. we did think, to tell you the truth, that we would have to replace them. So we were very surprised that some of them could just be fixed. We were thinking, oh yeah, we'll just replace the whole gutters, and Wayne's like, no, you don't do that if you don't need to. Yep. So he has replaced them bits and pieces, but poor Wayne. It's kind of like he then realised, I think, how old the guttering was. So yeah. But it's not like it's copper or anything like that. You know, if it had been copper, it would have been nicked off our roof a while ago. Gosh, I don't know. People have been climbing steeples to take copper in New Zealand. I was a bit shocked when I read that in the newspaper the other day. I was like, what do you mean? You're climbing a church steeple and you're taking off the copper? Oh, I mean, brave. I'll give you that. You're brave, but oh, come on. You don't need to do that. So, yes, it was a small town with a old church, and the steeple had lost all of its copper one night. It took one night. You know, someone must have heard something. I mean, there were houses close by. You'd think you'd hear people up on the roof taking copper off, wouldn't you? I don't know. I don't know how hard is copper to put on roof. I've actually never seen copper put on roof, so I can't comment, can I? Oh dear. I'll be so jolly happy when these new pins arrive. Yeah. It could just be, I don't know, I don't think these pins were cheap either, which is what is annoying me. These are not cheap pins. You know, a whole pack of them that's basically blunt. However, I must admit, I did not buy them in my local pins and needles store. I bought them from Spotlight. Maybe that was my first clue right there. But everything I'd ever bought from Spotlight before had always been good quality. Yeah, but I'm just wondering now, you know, where is Spotlight getting their bits and pieces from? Oh gosh, that is so cute. I love it. Absolutely love it. That is so pretty. So we've got this one down over here. I guess it should be this pink colour, although I'm not quite sure. Oh, I really do like that one more. Oh, no, I've got yellows. I'm going to do pink. I can always it's not quite round. I can see that. I've frustrated myself there. But, you know, I've never been good at circles. Oh, my goodness. And I was thinking I would be putting on my my tail on my teddy bear, but I didn't do that this weekend. So I know it's got to go to the art gallery tomorrow. So I need to get in and finish that. And I haven't been up to the hospital in a little while to see my friend. So I don't know by now that they could be home. I'm hoping they're home. But she was talking about going into a home. Her husband has got bone cancer, and so she's also thinking of him. Yeah. Ooh. See, and there's a sharp bit there on these pins. They're just not going in. They're not quite sharp enough. I don't know. Oh, that's kind of sweet too. The thing is, when you start going around the outside of them, you can fix all this bit up. It's not quite sitting right. I've noticed that. And you just slowly push it in. Yeah, I know I did a lot of applique work when I was doing costumes, especially, oh, the tutus. Oh, the tutus. There we go. And another one here. That one just popping in a bit there. Can I get a needle and just push it in? Yep. There we go. That seems to be all these needles are good for. Oh dear, I've become a little Miss Negative Needle person now, haven't I? It's like, oh well, I quite like the thought of this one on here, so I'm going to give it a go. So I had a horrible time on the weekend. My hand swelled up and I couldn't do things with it. Oh, I guess that's, you know, getting a little bit older. I'm over 50 now, so, you know, but it was a bit distressing at times. I thought, what have I done to it? But, no, I hadn't done anything to it. It was just the hand playing up. Playing, yep, I'm here, but I don't want to work. Oh, I can hear banging out there. I think my builder's about ready to go. It was just the coming to clean the gutters today, so he'd done all the hard work already. Poor Wayne, out there in the cold, doing bits and pieces. See, there is a point there. It's just doesn't seem to be. I don't know. I've never come across pins like these before. I really am. You know, they're brand new pins. I'm a bit. I should stop talking about it. Just go and get some new pins, Paula. Well, I've got new pins on the way, so I don't know how long they'll take though to get here. That one's definitely blunt. That one's blunt. That one's got a bit of a point. So I'll fix that up as I sew it. Oh, and there's a little, oh, you know what? I think I'll do some stitching in there. I'm really enjoying all the stitching on here. It's so darn relaxing. So that's everything put on. Not too bad. It's just a case of me going away and sewing, which I think I will do. I've also got this to think of. Now, I did use lace on one of them and I really liked that. So I just saw some lace here. So let me have a little look-see. I was thinking maybe I can add lace. I think that's the wrong sort of lace to add. Let me press pause and I'm going to shoot off and grab some lace. Okay, I'm back and I've been through my lace. I'm going to put this bit of lace here. Well, it's a edge. Gosh, I've got ink all over me. Oh, I'm sorry, just saw my hand. I'm going to put that down through the middle here. I just think that'll be rather sweet and I really like the thought of that. And I can also use bits of it going out to here. I'm going to somehow sew that down and then, I don't know, I might have to cut that off. I think I can fold it under so that I just have that bit there coming down, which I think will be really sweet. So that's going there. After all of that, you know, oh, I shouldn't add anything to the leaf. I came across these two laces here. And I don't know, that could be rather sweet on that leaf. So I think the next time you see, well, I'm out of shot, so I think the next time you see this leaf, it's either going to have this little bit here on it, which could be really sweet, and I might just, you know, bring that all around, which would be really, really cool. And excuse me, or this one here, see how that kind of looks like a leaf? See, and it's already broken, so I can cut into this one. But I was thinking maybe just half of that, but I think that's too dark and also too thick. So no, that one can go back in the little container. But this one is a definite. It's so light, so floaty, so pretty. So I think that's what's going to end up there on this leaf. It'll just give it a little delicate feel. I just want something a little bit delicate on this leaf. If I do it right, I could get that point up there, and I can move the lace, well, this, so that it kind of goes like that, which would be really sweet. I don't know. I did find this, and I thought, maybe you could use just that coming down, but after having seen how pretty this is, I don't think I will. I'll end up using a piece of green cloth like I have for this one here. It's got green cloth on it, and then I've stitched on top of it, which I quite like. So yep, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave you there today. It's a short video, I think. I'm not quite sure. So I will go and do some sewing, and I'll come back with an update. And yeah, I'll see you shortly. All right, bye. Okay, so I've been sewing, and look, I absolutely love it. I've still got stitching to do, so this is all sewn down. This one's all sewn down, and this one here that we did together is also all sewn down. So now I just need to get in and do a little bit of stitching on each one, which I'm going to thoroughly enjoy, and I've already started on this one, just making it a little bit more me. So I think I'll do some French knots around each of these because I'm in a French knot mood, and also I think the lace I put on made it look very delicate. I'd also like to do a little bit of back stitching in here, so I'm thinking I might do pink. Yep, and then I need to start on all of the birds, going around the outside of them, and just doing an overstitch over every single bird I put on. So yep, it's doing pretty good. I also downloaded some of Tori's from Cool Cookie Creations. She did some Solvay, I guess, embroideries you can do. So you've got Solvay, which is this, a sticky fabric Solvay, and it's printable. And you can buy this here in New Zealand, so I'm sure you can also get it in Australia, because usually if we can get things here, we can get things over there as well. And you just throw it into your printer and you print on it. So I've taken some of Tori's ones, which are free downloadable printable ones. These come from her Facebook site under files. So if you go to the files section, and she has bugs and mushrooms and fish, sea creatures kind of thing. So I've got these, and I was actually thinking I would put on 2 little bugs, maybe a little bumblebee, and maybe also one of these cute little butterflies. I'll put them on. You cut them off, and you can pull this off, and it's all sticky, so you just stick it onto here we go. I think this bit here will be easier to, there we go. So it's sticky, and you put it on your fabric, cut around it. Well, I don't have to be very exact, cut around whatever I want to do, and then put that on my fabric, stitch, just follow all the stitches here, which would be rather fun, I feel. And then when you put it in water, you just move it around, and the Solvay stuff disappears. It's magical, it's wonderful, it's amazing. So I'm going to put some of these on in places, because I just thought it'll be fun, a little bit something extra for me. So I haven't started that yet. I'm still on the flowers, so yep. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, write a comment down below. I'll get back to you sooner or later. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you did enjoy following along and watching me do a bit more of my skirt. I'll see you on Thursday for an update, for our Thursday update, and I'm just going to carry on just doing a little bit of sewing in here and having a little bit of fun. So yeah, I feel quite relaxed now. I've also had the curtain people in, so yippee Russells, woohoo! And I've got a quote and everything, so now I just need to sort all that out. So I think she said it would take 7 weeks for the new curtains to arrive, but yeah, I don't know, there's a delay there because they have to come back and do a proper measure because of the way the room is. The men have to come and do it, not just the lady. So yep, so I'll see you all. It's 3:20, it's afternoon tea time, and boy am I wanting a cup of tea. So thank you all very much for watching, and yep, I'll see you on Thursday. All right, bye everyone, bye.